If you lost your job tomorrow, how long would you survive without panicking? If the answer is not too long, then this video is exactly what you need. So today I'm going to show you a step-by-step guide on how you can build an emergency fund from nothing. This is not a theory, this is a practical advice and step that can actually help you out. Now, let me explain what an emergency fund is. It's a pot of money set to the side for unexpected expenses. This can be things like car repairs, emergency dental work, job loss, your boiler breaking down during winter. So what I'm trying to say is that emergency funds is not for holidays, shopping, or going out to actually eat dinner. Most experts would recommend that you should save up between 3 to 6 months worth of emergency fund, but don't worry, we'll just start small. To start building your emergency funds, we need to start understanding our targets. So you can do this by start adding up your essentials every month. For example, rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transport, and any debt repayment. So it's a case of adding up any recurring costs or costs that you incur on a monthly basis. So let's say if your monthly cost totals to 1,200, then a 3 months emergency fund is 3,600. Don't let that scare you. We can start with just £500. That can be a life changing. So this is what I want you guys to do. Open a separate savings account and then call it emergency funds. If you can, open a savings account with a high interest. This money should be out of sight and out of reach. You should only touch it in case there are an emergency. If you're from the UK, you can use accounts from Monzo, Sterling, or Chase. It's just anything that keeps it separate from you spending the money. Now, let's build this fund together. Even if you're broke, you can start with £1 a day. These are things that I want you to cut back on. Cut back on 1 takeaway coffee a week, which can cost you £3. Review all your subscriptions and cancel any unused subscriptions. Swap supermarket brands to make things cheaper. Look around you and then start selling items that you no longer need. Now, if you can save £5 a week, that's just £260 a year. If you can save £25 a week, that's £1,300 a year. So it's not about speed, it is about creating a habit. The next thing I want you to do is automate your savings so you don't even have to think about it. Set up a standing order, even if it's the day after payday. Set it up so £10 or £20 comes out of your bank account. That money can then go directly into your emergency funds. There are banks like Monzo or Chase that can round up your spare change without you even knowing it. For example, if you spent on an item that costs £2.40, what they will do is round it up to make it £3 and then take 60p and put that into a round up account. And now trust me, these little amounts adds up very, very fast. Next is boosting your emergency fund account with extra cash. For example, if you get birthday money, bonus from work, side hustle, you can add that towards your emergency fund. I'm going to give you ideas you can take to actually boost up the fund. You can start selling on eBay or Amazon, or do a survey for cash. You can also offer freelance services online using platforms like Fiverr or Upwork. If you're going to do this, I want you to actually use that emergency fund for true emergencies. So that means don't use it for new clothes, nights out, or for holidays. But you can use it for unexpected job loss, medical expenses, or urgent repairs. So be honest with yourself. Every pound you protect now protects your peace later on. So I want you to build it and then leave it. Once you hit the first 500, then celebrate and then keep moving. Set new targets for 1,000, then 1 month essentials, then 2 months. If you manage to hit 3 to 6 months buffer, then trust me, you have financial cushion most people don't. I want you to understand that this is what financial freedom feels like. So let's recap. If you want to build an emergency fund, set a small saving goal. Open a separate savings account. Automate your emergency funds so you can put money onto it every single month. Try, if you can, use extra income to actually build up your emergency funds. And remember to only use the emergency funds for true emergencies. So start small, stay consistent, and then build your peace of mind. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next one.